Hello to my Taurus. Happy new moon to my Taurus. Let's get into your reading. I'm going to make it very short and to the point for this week for you. I trust my intuition. You're going to start trusting your intuition from now on. For those of you all who are already light workers, you're probably already into your intuition, trusting your intuition. But somebody's going to start, really tapping into listening to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you something. And listen to it. It's the voice of source inside of you. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Something was telling me right now that somebody may have been distracted by something else. Let's get into your reading. 603, financial balance. So check your habits. This is a wake-up call from your angels. The flow of money reflects the flow of energy. Your angels want you to feel secure and balanced in this state of mind, and your finances contribute to that. Take time today to get real about what is coming into and going out of your bank account. Make any organizational changes you can improve to the flow of funds. And I have been saying this. Been saying something. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Trust your intuition. I don't know what's going on, but let's see what's going on in the cards. The Pluto just kept coming out in so many people's cards. There was like obsessive energy around everybody. So, all right, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, what's the first card off the deck? Something going on with a young person. Somebody who was arguing with you. Something was going on with them and people, you couldn't see it. Something with a young person that felt like they were walking on eggshells, being used as a pawn in a game, somebody's game. Trying to tell you something. They were trying to tell you to be more conservative with your time. And your intuition kept telling you, it's like your intuition kept sticking you, this is masculine energy. It's like your intuition just kept, like it was sticking a pin in somebody. Like this energy keeps starting an argument. Like, what are they arguing for? Being sacrificed. That was why. So, it's like somebody was trying to get your attention. Somebody was trying to get your attention. Trying to get your attention. Somebody was trying to get your attention. And so, the moon is, we have a new moon. So, happy new moon. But also, Uranus is now, was going to go station direct on the 30th in your sign. So, source is saying, the Hierophant card. And so source is saying, pay attention to the signs. When people, it's like somebody walking on eggshells around you, something is not right. Your intuition keeps trying to tell you something. Whenever people are around you and they're connected to somebody that you love or you care about or something, source is saying to you, they walking on eggshells and you're not paying attention. So your mind is on something else. Like somebody's mind was on money. Maybe you were distracted. Something was like, your job was, something's going on with the work or something. Who knows? Financial balance. So it said check your habits. Because somebody was trying to tell you something. That they feel responsible for something. They feel like they feel like they got the weight of the world on their shoulders. Like somebody was just kept trying to say it. A lot of times people want people to just say it. But when somebody feels like they just this weighed down, like they're being bullied or something has happened, those words don't come out. Somebody felt like they, Anyway, somebody was in a really toxic environment, felt like they were being pulled in two different directions, and somebody just couldn't. Somebody just. Somebody just kept trying to tell somebody something. Somebody just kept saying it over and over and over again. Like they want to see somebody. They need to be around somebody. Somebody just kept saying something. this coming from. I don't know who this reading is for, but anyway. But your wishes are fulfilled. Your wishes are fulfilled. So, yep, you wanted your wishes fulfilled. You won. You were at a crossroad. Something caused you to be at a crossroad to kind of sort of be like, okay, be at a crossroad. You're at a crossroad. And somebody kept saying they feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And you had enough information. So it's just saying you had enough information. Like this is enough. It's like, yeah. Something about legacy. Somebody felt like I don't know if it was you or somebody that was connected to you. This is a loved one. It's a younger person. They felt left out. This is generational because this connects us to Neptune, which is an outer planet. This is generational, where people, it's like somebody just like can't see both sides of it. Anyway, but something is going to be what you're going to get out of something, what you put into it. Because somebody has some ideas. Somebody has some ideas. Some new ideas. But somebody, yeah. Here we have the Queen of Cups here. Yeah. And somebody has some new ideas. Yeah, because people are asking why, like what was the argument about? Like now people are asking questions. What happened? Why was the argument? Why? Like, yeah, some people now asking why. Why is somebody in hermit mode? Like, what is going on? Why aren't people? What happened in the past? I mean, like all of it, like. Yeah, but something happened. Something happened. Yeah, something happened. So, I don't know what happened, but anyway, people are praying for strength now. Anyway, all right, here we go. Let's close it out. Let's close it out. Something around money. Look for fairies. Something around money. I'm saying all of my readings, money is not everything, but karma. So, surrender to the divine. Something major is happening here. Major is happening here. Everybody got all of this intuition, but it's hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. All right. So, again, you're going to get a message. A message is coming through about a younger person who was an open book. Somebody you got into an argument with. Somebody who's younger. They could have been, oh, depending on what the age is, but they were open book. They were like, they share information like they're a younger person. Somebody who could have been like, y'all know how sometimes people are just, they talk a lot. They were just an open book to the wrong group of people who had a wealth of knowledge that could have helped somebody but did not. That's what this is. That's what all this pentacles is here. Everybody got all this wealth of knowledge, all this air here. They got talking all of this talk, wealth of knowledge about stuff. Got the physical money to help people, but not. Everybody got all the ideas in the world after the fact, but was talking about somebody behind their back so bad. I don't know who this was. It's somebody just was just like they didn't even want to be around. I don't know, I hope this. Yeah, yeah. Look for fairies. Somebody. It was for somebody. Somebody felt like. Somebody felt like they were being pulled in two different directions, and they kept saying that they wanted. Somebody kept saying they wanted their mother. That's what this is, because that's what the Chariot card is. Somebody kept saying they wanted their mother. But somebody was just saying somebody had to have it their way, and somebody felt like they were just being pulled too far in too many different directions. Or like some kind of actual nurturing, not a copy of a nurturer. Not somebody who just like, okay, this is somebody we're going to put in a place of somebody who you really feel nurtured by. Yep. That is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Nothing can ever take the place of the real thing. Like nothing can ever take the place of the real thing. Like whatever really nurtures your spirit. That's what I talk about so much in my readings. Find out what your moon sign is. Find out what your moon sign is. So, like for instance, if you feel like, okay, think of it this way. I mean, because everything is energy. Let's say, for instance, your manager says, okay, well, we can't give you a raise, but we'll, you got bills that you need to pay. Like there's a need there, something that your spirit, you feel like you're like, okay, I need something physical. Like I feel I need something. And somebody keeps saying it. They just keep saying it over and over and over again. You keep saying over and over and over again, I need to pay my bills. I really need to I got to pay my bills. And your manager just keeps promising, okay, well, you do this, and so it just never comes. Either you're gonna escape. You're gonna move on. You're gonna either go find another job. You're gonna go do something. Well, for some people, that's what nurtures your spirit. You feel like that's not somebody who is money hungry. Not necessarily. I mean, it's a form of energy. But some people feel like they need nurturing, like they need to hug. That's what, if your moon sign is Taurus, for instance, you need to physically touch somebody that you feel like, where you really feel like you really need their nurturing. It's nothing like just talking to somebody on the phone or FaceTime. You really need to be in their presence. And if something is keeping you from that, this is what this is, something just force you to cut somebody off. That's what this is. That would be literally like somebody, as you as an earth sign, Taurus in particular, as an earth sign, somebody just says, I'm going to cut your salary. I'm going to cut your salary. I'm going to cut you off from material possessions. I'm going to cut you off from family. I'm going to cut you off from something that is a physical existence from you that really nurtures you. So somebody kept saying it, but somebody was like, okay, it's their way. Somebody was focused on their needs being met, and that was it. So somebody was in survival mode. So somebody, you got to know, like if you know what moon signs are, then you know exactly what if you know what people's moon signs are, you know exactly what nurtures some people. If somebody felt like they needed to be somebody's karma, maybe that's what somebody may have felt like. Maybe somebody, I don't know. Whoever this young person is felt like they needed to be somebody's. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they needed to be somebody's karma before not letting somebody. Because somebody, this right here, symbol right here, is like somebody was being pulled in two different directions, like to a point they just broke. That's what this is, right here. because this is a 9 of Cups. 9 is a death rebirth number. So somebody just felt like, okay, they were just being pulled in just 2 different directions. Let me look at polarity signs here. So somebody's intuition was telling them that, but then this Hermit card lets you see the physical existence of something. So I'm going to break it down like all the way down. This right here lets you see the physical existence of something. So for example, for you, let's say for instance your manager says, oh, I'm going to give you a raise. Let's say they kept promising you a raise, but you kept saying, hey, I need my bills paid, you know, some things are falling by the wayside. Let's say you got to a point where you had no choice but to open up and tell them what was going on. You start seeing the physical existence of it. This bill is late. That bill is late. That bill is late. But it first started off with a belief, like, okay, I believe if I go to them, because I'm pressed at this point, I'm going to go to them and I'm going to ask them for such and such. Okay, I believe I can get a raise, right? Go to them and they keep promising you. Then you start seeing the physical. This is what this is. You start seeing the physical evidence of something. Somebody can start going away. Somebody gotta start going into hermit mode. Some people thrive in hermit mode. Some people are pulling away because they're just trying to separate themselves from everybody, right? So, source is saying somebody said to somebody that they're not being nurtured properly. All zodiac signs don't need to physically touch people. Earth signs do. You, Capricorn, your sign Capricorn, and Virgo needs to physically touch. Another zodiac sign may be like they're cool with just talking to somebody over the phone, FaceTiming, whatever. But some people really feel like they need to physically touch. That's how, because it keeps them grounded to the earth. Like your paycheck keeps you grounded to the earth. So source is going to get a message to you. Source is going to get a message to you. Source is going to get a very strong message to you. To surrender to the divine. Like to really, something is now, the light is turned on bright inside of you now. I don't know who this is for, but a light is going to be turned on very bright on the inside, because we're talking about financial balance. And that's what I'm saying, something having to do with money, because source is saying because somebody sort of physical evidence of something where people were talking about somebody behind their back, people were being watched like watchdogs, money, like somebody saw all of this. Intuition telling you so. That would literally be like your manager micromanaging you in the workplace and still telling you you're not doing a good enough job, so I'm going to give your colleague a raise, but I'm not going to give you one. You would hit the roof. Well, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't. You would probably just retreat into a hermit crab shell. But somebody was missing something big time. Here's the 10 of coins here, and of course I'm not talking to my fellow light workers. Y'all didn't miss it. Yeah, so source is bringing somebody into the light as far as family is concerned, and just being so fixated on just this idea of just all these sacrifices, and we can't just let such and such and such and such. Somebody is too meek and they need to be stronger. Matter of fact, I saw something on social media the other day. So was it YouTube? But somebody went to court. They were in a lot of trouble because they were trying to toughen somebody up. They were trying to toughen somebody up, and they ended up having to go to court. Ain't that much toughening people up in the world. Source is saying, you know, there's two sides of these elements here. You got this, the strength card is some people are strong. Some people are strong, like I said, they're in their meekness. They just let source fight their battles. And some people, they feel like they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. But somebody feel like they just had to win something. Whoever it is, somebody feel like they just had to. Here's the page of swords here. Somebody was taking notes. Somebody was walking on eggshells. There was two people who were taking notes of how people were walking on eggshells. Somebody definitely has a problem with a particular community. That's what this is. Somebody has an issue with a particular community. And people were taking notes. It was two people that was taking notes of how young people feel around certain people. So somebody's in for a fight. So again, that would be equivalent to you in the workplace, and you see some kind of injustice done towards a group of particular people. You got your colleagues sitting there like bumps on the log, nobody's saying anything, and finally all heck breaks loose. And all of a sudden, everybody they move to take some kind of action now because something happened. That's what this is, because money is involved now. People get ready to lose their job, all kinds of stuff. Now everybody want to make a move, but something has already happened. Something has already happened, and yep. People talked about somebody so bad behind their back, about somebody being in a particular community. I'm going to tell you what this is. Somebody talked about somebody being a part of the gay community so bad behind their back that somebody else like somebody felt like they was carrying the weight of the world on their shoulder. That's what this is right here. Somebody's child felt like they were carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. But to make insult to injury, somebody cut somebody off from this because of somebody's lifestyle, or at least assumed lifestyle. That's what this is. That's why you got this rainbow flag here. Instead of looking at the original rainbow flag as being harmony and so on and so forth, this is straight up discrimination, amongst other things, and hypocritical. Somebody caused a bunch of confusion. Somebody caused a bunch of confusion. And because it's air right here, if they were talking to somebody over the phone and that person recorded something, they could have recorded something, but somebody else could have also recorded them. If they were talking about this right here, they talking about sexuality over the phone, and somebody recorded the conversation, which is probably is recorded, and they were trying to create some kind of confusion and talking about somebody behind their back, and they're connected to an organization that's connected to you. It's about to be a fight, and I'm talking about a legal fight. We're not talking about no gutter, low vibrational mess. Yeah, but something is happening. Yep, something is happening. So some people were taking notes from the inside. There were some people that was taking notes, and some decisions have been made. So that would literally be like your manager at work, whatever company you work for, your manager at work discriminating against some employees because they have a personal issue with some energies. And somebody feels like they got the weight of the world on their shoulder, and they're not, and like retaliation. They can't get leave approved. They can't go home to see their family. They can't do this. They can't do that because somebody's discriminating against somebody. Yep. So somebody was sacrificed. And so somehow you're in the midst, Taurus. Somehow you're in the midst. People have some idea that you're a part of something. So it's time for you to release negativity. There's a Scorpio involved in something. That's a part of a karmic cycle for somebody. That's what it says karma here. It's a karmic cycle. Source has been trying to tell somebody something is a karmic cycle. There's a lot of pain there. Somebody's saying they love somebody, but it's hurting somebody to love somebody. It's going to cost somebody a lot of money. So I don't know what company you work for or what the situation is, where some kind of discrimination happened, where source has been trying to tell, again, this is again, put fire up under, say something, cut somebody off, get focused. People taking notes. So, but somebody's money is about to be affected. So I don't know if you got a colleague that was asking you to go to HR with them. I don't know what the situation was, Taurus. And if you was just sitting there like, well, I'm just going to kind of sort of see how things pan out. Time to speak up. Time to say something. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. But there's a lot of major secrets that's going on up here. And so it's saying it's time to trust your intuition from now on. Time to trust your intuition from now on. Your ancestors have made enough sacrifices, like everybody else's ancestors have made enough sacrifices for somebody to not be pulled in two different directions when your intuition, when source, the creator, is talking to you from the inside. You don't need to look outside of yourself. At that point, that's where you're saying, okay, source, show me what I'm not seeing. You're asking source to show you what you're not seeing. Then you're going to find somewhere quiet and wait until a source shows you the answer. Not get connected with karmic readers who is just dumping a bunch of hurt and negativity into somebody. So it's saying, Source has been trying to tell you to cut something off a long time ago. I don't know who I'm talking to. Like I said, somebody's been in contact with a karmic reader and it has been really hurting you. So, yep, you got to find your own star. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. All right, bye.